There's something I've been noticing about myself, not during the chaos, not when I'm busy, not when people are around, but when I'm alone, when no one is watching, when there's no expectation, no performance, no urgency. This is what my life looks like in those moments: sleep, game, eat, YouTube, repeat. I still train, I still research, I still move forward. But in the gaps, in the flexible, invisible spaces of my day, this loop quietly takes over. And I call it my unwitnessed protocol. This isn't something new. This habit has been with me since I was a kid, since a time when structure was unstable, since a time when silence felt safer than expression, since a time when being unseen meant being undisturbed. Gaming, videos, repetition. They weren't indulgence back then. They were containment. They were how I stayed regulated when the world felt fragmented. And here's the most important part: this protocol wasn't wrong, it wasn't weakness, it wasn't failure. It worked, it kept me afloat, but something has changed. I've built my five rings, I've dismantled old compulsions. I'm no longer running on pure escape. So now, when I fall into this loop, it doesn't feel comforting the way it used to. It feels exposed. Like the system is still running, but the original reason is gone. And I'm left asking, okay, so now what? This is where most people turn violent with themselves. Try to erase this habit. They shame the behavior. They declare war on games, videos, rest, stillness. But I'm not doing that because erasing a survival pattern without understanding it only creates rebellion. So instead of destroying the protocol, I'm upgrading it. Here's the shift: when no one is watching, one action must leave a trace, not a masterpiece, not a breakthrough, not a productivity theater, just a trace. Three sentences written, 5 minutes of stretching, 2 pages read, one folder organized, 3 minutes of silence. Something that exists after I'm done. Then, and only then, I'm allowed to rest, to game, to watch, to do nothing, not as escape, but as choice. This is small, almost laughably small, but it changes everything because it rewires a core belief that when I'm alone, I disappear. Now, even unwitnessed, I still act quietly, imperfectly, without applause. This is Ikizama in its rawest form. not philosophy on paper, not discipline in public, not identity in performance, but integrity when no one is counting. The kind of life that doesn't need to announce itself to be real. So, no, I'm not erasing my past, I'm honoring it by letting it evolve. The unwitnessed protocol isn't broken, it's just outdated. And now it becomes something else, a quiet workshop, a private forge, a place where nothing dramatic happens, but something solid is always being shaped, even when no one is watching.